ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Guenthers podcast of today, the first one of the season, with a fresh new start. Um, I'm your host Jordi, and with me I have the other host.
Floors, and we're gonna talk about F1 today again.
Yeah, we're gonna give our bold opinions. You probably won't like them. We're just gonna give them. And first of all, it's good to be back. We did one test podcast at the end of last season, and then we thought we also take a winter break. And now we're back. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about a few things today, and of course, winter testing has been there. Drive to Survive has just been released, and it's 1 week until the race weekend starts. So yeah, take it away.
So yeah, we're here on the Sunday evening. It's how late is it? 10:30, something like that. So it's pretty late, and we're just gonna do this. This is our nice Saturday. Oh, it's Saturday, not Sunday. Did I say Sunday?
Yes, you did say Sunday. So please quote Leclerc at Baku.
Yeah. I am stupid. I'm very stupid. Okay.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much.
Thanks. Okay, so first winter testing, I think. So let's do a little rundown. Let's just pick the teams and say something about them. Starting with the bottom team of last year, Williams.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say strange winter testing, of course, for the teams. So that's something to take in account. Only 3 days of winter testing and at another circuit that they're used to. So usually they were at Barcelona, and now we're at Sakir, Bahrain. So yeah, that's
Where?
Just shut up.
Where are we?
I don't want to talk about it, but
No.
Bahrain.
Where are we? Where are we?
Yeah. Shut up. All right. Winter testing, Williams. Stupid cunt, please.
Fucking wanker.
Thank you very much. Winter testing starting with Williams. What's your opinion about the team?
Well, starting from last year, they were at the bottom and they were far away. And looking how they did in the winter, obviously we can't really tell a lot about what they're doing in the winter and how they really came out in testing, because everyone will be sandbagging even a little bit. But Williams, I really think we said it at the before the winter started, when the last races happened. I think Haas will be the slowest team behind Williams. So I really think they made a little step forward. What do you think?
Yeah, but the FIA has said that they can't do too much about the cars. So I don't think they have made that big steps that they might overtake Haas. But we'll see. It looked like they made steps, because when you saw the onboard of George Russell at the last day, the car looked quite more stable than it did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. What do you think about the livery though of the car?
The livery. I saw the comments on all kind of posts, and they were pretty negative. I don't know. I'm not really the livery. I don't like it, but it's not that I hate it. It's okay, but I mean the front doesn't match the back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like there was too much blue at the back and too little blue at the front.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, there was a bit too little yellow. I like those yellow accents, but I would have liked to see it a bit more. And also another blue car on the graphics on the side of your screen when you're watching the race. So
Yeah.
it's quite hard to distinguish which car is which. But yeah,
Yeah.
you know the driver name, so that must be gonna be okay. But yeah,
But
overall,
imagine about it. Imagine being someone watching Formula One for the first time and seeing that, like all those blue colors. You would be very confused.
yeah, of
even-
course, because
Yeah. Even we
Well-
get a little confused.
you have Mercedes, which is blue. You have Red Bull. Aston Martin has kind of a bluish tint to it on screen, with the graphics. Then you have Williams, of course.
Alpine
Alpine is also
and
blue this year.
AlphaTauri has a little bit of blue in it. So
Yeah, that's also quite dark blue color. So you have 6 out of the 10 teams which are uh,
But or seven.
with a bluish color, or 7. I just can't count probably.
No, 666. I can't count.
Yeah, you stupid
Okay.
cunt.
Well,
Okay,
Wankel.
Winkel.
Wankel,
Okay,
mate.
yeah, Williams. Overall, it looked like they improved a bit, but yeah, they're still gonna be running at the back.
Yeah,
There won't be a top team anytime soon. Well, maybe it will because you see which steps the McLaren have taken the last few years.
true.
Uh,
About
so
the
yeah,
drivers, about Williams drivers. What do you think?
same driver lineup. I still think George Russell is a really big talent, and is World Driver Championship material.
Yeah.
And Latifi, yeah, he's there for the money, which is good because otherwise Williams won't have any money because all the sponsors on the cars are either Latifi's dad or mom's companies.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite sad to see a team like that struggling so much financially that they need a driver to bring all the money in. Same goes for Haas indeed this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, Latifi, he's gonna do a lot of spinales, I guess, because yeah, it still isn't the most stable car,
No.
and it isn't the most stable driver either. So
No. No. No, not the most stable driver. That's an understatement. I really think he's obviously a paid driver, but there have been many drivers who should have been in F1, and he's not one of them. So yeah, I think he's gonna drive maybe this year and maybe next year if he's lucky. But yeah, maybe he'll be gone, or he has to bring in a lot more money, which he can because he has a rich dad and rich mom. So well, we can't know.
Bold prediction: Nick de Vries is gonna be a champion in Formula E this year, and is gonna make the step to Williams F1 team next year, because he is still a Mercedes driver, and he has been winning the F2 championship, and if he wins FE2, he really will be showing he's a great driver, and I think he might have a chance within the Mercedes academy.
That's true. That's true. But he's already 25 or 26. I'm not sure, but that's pretty old to get into F1. So I don't know, man. It's a tricky one.
You're never too old for Formula 1.
Yeah, but that I mean that your debut year. If you make your debut, you should be a bit young, I think. Younger than 25, 26. But we don't know. Michael Schumacher only made his debut when he was 22. So yeah,
Alonso
maybe
still
not.
had to do a rookie driver test. So
yeah, he's 40. So let's just shut the fuck up. Let's get on to Haas, our favorite team. How has Guenther done?
American car with the Russian flags.
Yeah,
Cold War
nice.
radios again. So yeah. I don't like the livery at all. Well, it would have been a good livery if good livery is quite overrated to say, but a better livery if the Russians weren't banned from doing sports under their own flag, but because of the doping scandal the Russians had, they weren't allowed to race under the Russian flag, and if you see the timing sheets, you see that Nikita Mazepin drives under a white flag, but yeah, then he has the Russian flag on the car, so nothing's really changing. So yeah, that's why I think that the Russian flag shouldn't be there. Yeah, I don't know. What about you?
I do agree. The Russian flag, if it's get banned for drivers having a racing under that, I don't think a car should be a Russian flag. But yeah, we can't change it, and it should be banned, I think. But let's talk about the performance, I think, because liveries, like, it's all political and stuff. But we don't decide on that shit, so I don't really care. If they want to drive a Russian car as an American team, which is already really weird, they should do it. But come on, it's not on our in our hands. All right.
Yeah.
Performance-wise,
I do think it's going to be close between Haas and Williams, who has the worst car this year. And it's quite sad to see. Haas was a team with the support of Ferrari at the start of their career. quite high in the championship, 5th, I believe.
Yeah, they were fourth ones, right?
Fourth.
They were like the best of the rest behind Ferrari and Mercedes and Red Bull. So they had their great years.
Yeah, and they just fucked up some things with the car. Either bad management, because I believe that Magnussen and Grosjean aren't bad drivers, but they had a really bad car. And I still believe that. But yeah, I don't know where it has gone wrong. But either Williams, we don't know either where it has gone wrong. So yeah, Claire Williams. So I'm sorry, it's just gone wrong with Claire Williams there. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough year for the Haas team, and maybe the end of Gunther Steiner's F1 career.
Let's not hope it. I mean, that's gonna be a disaster. Come on, we don't want that. It's not.
That's the end of our career either.
Oh no! It's so young still. Come on.
Yeah, it would be quite sad to see such a personality leave F1. So I don't hope so. But if they keep performing bad, I think Gene Haas once will be saying, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here." Yeah, certainly.
No, that's actually an interesting thing what you're saying. If Haas leaves, if Gene Haas decides to leave, someone's gonna buy that team. And my prediction, which is I think a pretty obvious thing to say, Latifi Senior will buy the team, and Latifi will drive. It's a Stroll 2.0. It will happen if Gene Haas leaves F1. Very easy.
If that's happening, I believe that will be Mazepin's death.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's actually
because he's
option.
closer to the team, or maybe another constructor joining in. I'd like to see Volkswagen.
I actually read something about Porsche. Yeah,
Porsche.
They are looking into it.
So that might be an option for them to join F1, and with some things this could be happening. But let's not talk about that. Haas is still a great team, and they will rise, as Hamilton will speak.
Let's hope.
But yeah, the car doesn't look stable at all. Indeed,
no,
it's quite a shit box.
And I don't really think the engine has improved as much as Ferrari said. So let's see how fast they will be.
It's running on hamsters inside.
Yeah. They're generating electric power. They're getting ERS from fucking hamsters.
At least they have a working gearbox, so that's a good point.
Yeah. No, look, that's a step to Mercedes.
But yeah, Haas, will be driving at the back of the field, and hopefully our big friend Mick Schumacher will score some points just for the sake of it, just for the name. Please, come on, do it.
And just to be better than Mazepin, because that would be. He has to be better than Mazepin. Yeah.
We're coming to the predictions later on in the podcast, but Mazepin is going to get a race ban. I'm going to say it. He's going to get a race ban.
Yes, I agree. I'm not going to say anything else. I just agree. It's so true. Let's get to another Ferrari powered team. No, for Romeo.
Another car that's going to be driving at the back of the field. It's going to be close between the last three teams, I believe.
I don't know, man. I don't agree. I think Alfa Romeo will be a little bit faster than Haas and Williams. That's what I think. There will be. Williams and Haas will be the ones out in Q1 straight away, and Alfa Romeo will have sometimes one car, which I think will be Raikkonen in the Q2. But it's going to be hard for them to score some points, I think. Maybe once, maybe twice.
Yeah, I'll keep my opinion about Raikkonen for later in the podcast, so you'll have to wait about that. But yeah, performance-wise, it looks like talking is still hard. It looks like okay. I'm just gonna stop.
Maybe let me take over, right?
Alright. I'm just gonna cut it off.
No, just keep talking. I think it's nice when you do it, so do it again.
The Alfa Romeo, I believe, looks quite.
Yeah, talk slow, man. That works.
Looks quite a bit more stable than the Haas does, but I still believe it isn't fast because of the Ferrari engine. That's what I wanted to say, and now I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I can't talk.
Yes, I think we should really get some sound effects in this podcast. Like, I could do this right now, but it's not quite impressive. So you should get a little applause from the public, from the audience.
Especially for you, I will do it in the editing. No worries.
Okay. Nice. All right. I don't think we should say a lot about Alfa Romeo. It's not very interesting because we've got a lot to talk about the rest of the teams. So are we gonna jump to AlphaTauri?
That looks like a plan, mate.
Honda engine.
It looks reliable. Like it didn't explode during testing. It did a lot of laps. At one, like a lot of laps, and they did race distances. Both Gasly and Yuki. Yuki
yeah.
rookie.
Yuki, I'm really a fan of Yuki already.
Yeah, it's a great guy. But they both did race distances at the same day. Like Yuki did it in the morning, I believe, and Gasly did it in the afternoon. So that engine really looks like it can take a lot of damage to say that.
Take a lot of damage, yeah, true. And it looked pace-wise, it looks very strong, I guess.
Yeah,
on the last day, Tsunoda obviously, or Yuki, we just call him Yuki. Yuki set some very good laps, obviously on the C5. So comparing it to Max, who was on the C4, it was hard to compare. But he was fast, and the car looked stable. So
I do believe that Red Bull and AlphaTauri did the same trick as Mercedes and Racing Point.
Yeah.
Did last year. I think AlphaTauri took some inspiration, let's call it that, of the Red Bull car of last year. But yeah, we'll never know, and it doesn't look quite the same, but you see some things like the barge board look quite similar to last year's Red Bull. So yeah, the nose doesn't look like the same, but that's really their own nose. I think it's the widest nose of them all. Maybe Ferrari has a wider nose, but it looks quite wide. Quite wide. Nice.
Quite wide. Who's Dwight?
Dwight Johnson.
Nice.
But yeah, it looked like a pretty damn fast car, and I believe they can fight for P4, P5 in their championship this year. I really do.
Yeah, maybe that's a bit enthusiastic for me. I think they will be. Maybe they can fight with Ferrari. I will come back on that because obviously there are gonna be people who are already saying you're crazy because Ferrari would have made steps. But I don't know. Maybe we should talk about Ferrari.
We should talk about Ferrari, and we should talk about the red shitbox with the green accents.
With the green accent. It looks shit. It looks really shit.
It's like they combined Mario and Luigi in the same damn car.
Yeah. Well, actually, I really need to say something about that. I saw a picture from Vettel in his green suit, and Leclerc in his red suit, and it was like Mario and Luigi. And I just want that. I want to see that more on the podium. Like, that would be awesome.
Just one thing about Vettel. Last podcast, I said he was getting bald, and you wouldn't believe me. Now he shaved his head. Please believe me now.
Yeah, he's bald. He's so bald. Oh. Yeah. Prediction came true.
If you're gonna do Formula 1 bowling, you can use his head, because,
as we would say in the Netherlands. That's a cow knicker. Oh, we had a different one. Oh.
Yeah, kale knikker either vleesbed, which means meat head, or bold. What's the English?
Well, what's a knicker? I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's probably a Dutch thing. But yeah, Ferrari. Let's talk about that because Aston Martin is another team. Yeah, I don't think they have improved that much comparing to last year, um, which you should expect with the budget that Ferrari has. Um, yeah, it just looks undrivable. Like both Leclerc and Sainz were really struggling.
Signs with a couple of spins I saw, and the McLaren is going to be much faster than the Ferrari. So Sainz, hey, that's a painful
Both
choice.
both Alonso and Sainz will be having regrets for leaving McLaren, I believe.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I do think that, but you don't know. Maybe with the regulation changes in 2022, the Ferrari is going to be lit. You don't know.
lit.
We'll see.
We'll
But
see.
knowing Italian efficiency and the budget cap we have now, I don't think that they're going to be quite high in 2022 either. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we can't really say anything about 2022 really. So let's just keep it with 2021 because 2022 is going to be very, very unpredictable.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Let's
But yeah,
let's get another 2012, 10 years on.
oh,
Let's just do it.
it would
Fuck
be
it.
amazing. Such a great season that was, mate.
Yes, yes. I want to
Oh
go
my
back.
god.
Fuck Mercedes. No, I didn't say that. I will fuck smash
We'll
their
be knocking
door.
at your door. Toto will
Uh,
fuck smash your door now instead of his stable.
yeah.
But do you have anything to say about Ferrari? Or
Nah, I don't think they're gonna be very fast. I think they're gonna be about the same pace as AlphaTauri. Maybe they can push to Aston Martin, Alpine, maybe a little bit later on in the season. But I don't know, man. Ferrari, it's not gonna be a great year again, in my opinion.
yeah, it's going to be hard to watch for the tifosi, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's continue to Aston Martin then, the Green Beast. It looks
Yes,
good.
well, it looks good. It's good to see the green back because we had that with Caterham a couple years ago. I think they left F1 in 2013, so that's already 7-8 years. So green back, I think they needed it. Reminds me of Braun on the grid and Caterham, so that's good. And the car, I don't know. I said they were not going to be faster than McLaren last year before the winter, and I still stand behind my choice.
Yeah, I do think that too because I don't know how Seb is going to perform. I hope he will be scoring good points. But maybe he is so damaged at Ferrari that he just lost his great ability to drive. You don't know. And yes, Stroll is still too unpredictable. So I think the car isn't going to be the biggest problem to them. I think the cars will be equal between McLaren and Aston Martin. But the drivers of McLaren will be better. So Lando and Daniel will be more consistent, I believe.
Yeah, that's true. The McLaren has a great driver pairing, so we're gonna see a lot from that. So Aston Martin, yeah, they're gonna be fast, obviously, with a Mercedes engine, and the livery is of the livery, I can't find the word.
You know, there's gonna be an edit too.
Okay, I'll just shut up. Let's go to Alpine.
I do think that Alpine will be very close to Aston Martin too. I believe the midfield battle will be quite close because the Beluga looks quite fast and quite stable. Why do we call it the Beluga? Just look at the damn airbox, mate. It's wide, wide ball, mate.
Oh, nice.
But another great livery.
Yeah.
I won't talk about Alonso because I will get much hate for that. But let's say it's not my favorite personality on the grid. But yeah, I don't know. What do you want to say about Alpine? I think it looks stable.
Okay, let's just do it in only a couple of words. Beautiful livery. They're gonna be pretty fast. as fast as Aston Martin. Alonso, good driver, is gonna get back. Quick
He's a good
prediction.
cyclist, though.
He's not a good cyclist. Definitely not. He's gonna beat Ocon. That's just a little prediction. He's gonna beat Ocon, and Ocon is very overrated in my opinion. That's maybe maybe I shouldn't have said that. That's a very not popular opinion, I think.
Yeah, okay. But if Ocon gets beaten by a 40-year-old, broken cyclist, then I think he will be out of F1, and I think Gasly will go to Alpine. But that's another thing.
Whoa. We can talk about that. If that happens, obviously there will be a Red Bull seat or AlphaTauri seat. It's quite practically the same. Will be available again. And I think the only reason why Albon is staying as a reserve driver at Red Bull is because he thinks he's gonna get the AlphaTauri seat. Gasly is gonna leave, and Albon will get back. I really think that.
I don't think so. Albon, I don't think Red Bull will put him in the car. If they, they're gonna put another talent in the car. And they told them
They have no one. Yuri Vips is pretty good actually. But I don't know. I don't know if it's F1 material.
maybe they'll scout another Dutchie. I don't know.
Bent Fiscal.
Bent Fiscal. Those two will be an option because Bent Fiscal looked quite fast in F2 testing.
Yeah.
But we'll see in the first race. He will, for now, only drive the first 4 races, I believe. He doesn't have a contract for the whole season, but maybe he will perform good, and maybe Red Bull will say, "Well, this motherfucker looks quite fast." I don't know.
All right.
We'll see.
Let's just jump to McLaren. Yeah. McLaren, they're gonna be pretty fast. Mercedes engine, they were already fast last year, so and it looks like they didn't really have a problem fitting the Mercedes engine on the McLaren.
Yeah, you see that the sides are a bit changed, but I think they had the right people for that and the right help of Mercedes too to accomplish that in just one winter, which was a very short winter, the shortest winter we ever had in Formula One. I think they did a good job, and the car looked good on track. The livery is the same, but yeah, I don't know, man. Great.
Yeah,
Of course. Lando and Daniel, two funny dudes. But I don't know how they will perform. I think
yeah.
they will
Little
be very
predictions?
close. Yeah, I think that Aston Martin, Alpine, and McLaren will be very close again, just like last year. That will be a close battle, and I think that McLaren just has the consistency to overcome the other two. That's my prediction.
I have a different one. I think Aston Martin and Alpine are going to be a little bit behind, comparing them to McLaren. And McLaren is going to be the clear third, so they're not going to really be able to attack Red Bull and Mercedes, but they will be the third team, and they will get at least more than 3 podiums this year on the lucky occasions.
All right. We'll see. I don't know, man. All right. Having said that about McLaren, jump to the big two.
The big two.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. All right. I think it's going to be a very close battle, and I think it's going to go right down to the wire. Let's just. Okay, I know we would do the predictions later, so I'm just gonna shut up about that. We're gonna do that later. But Red Bull looks very fast. It looks very fast, and I don't want to say it yet, but I think they're the fastest.
Not only it looked fast, but it just needed one morning to be such a stable car. It looked like it was on rails, mate. It just gone in the corners.
It looked like Mercedes car from last year.
Yeah, just the ease to drive, the predictability, as Max said. The car is very predictable, and good to drive. So
Yeah,
I do think Red Bull, for once, did have a good winter.
they
Um,
stand a chance.
and normally Red Bull is like, well, we come out of winter, meh, the car isn't stable, the car spins a lot, the car crashes a lot. And now it just didn't happen. It could be the drivers, but it also could be the car. Because
Yeah,
Max had only 2 spins, and that was in the morning session of the first day, and that was the only time I have seen a Red Bull spinning on the track.
yeah. We obviously had that weird moment with Paris where he was behind Latifi and it just exploded, and then we get all the memes from Albon shooting that shit.
Yeah, but
I
I
mean,
don't think that just is a bolt that wasn't screwed too tight or something like that.
yeah,
I do think that they're going to be looking for that the rest of the season.
yeah,
At least I hope so. So I hope the
yeah,
mechanic who did that, yeah, knows he did that. And
yeah. Just don't do it again.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
not in a Grand Prix. Oh,
Well, that would be a shame. Just because the teams. Now, well, let's talk about Mercedes too then. Just because those cars will be close, I think they're gonna need every point they can score. So
yeah.
silly DNFs are just a no go.
That's a big difference. Last year, Verstappen got a lot of DNFs because of the. We had one really big spin where his tire exploded. The first race he retired because of the engine issues, and he had that I think 2 times again. Bottas, I think he only had one issue during the whole season, and that eventually made the difference from him not being P2 but P3 in the championship. So
Well, the look for
Red Bull has
Verstappen
to
is
step
now.
up their game.
Yeah, the look for Verstappen is now that we only have 2 races at Italy instead of 3, because um, at all the 3 races at Italy he
Yeah,
DNF.
yeah.
So that's just a curse. The Italians,
A curse.
a curse.
Boy,
Boeieroers. Okay.
hurt.
Sorry for the Dutch memes, guys. He's just a bit childish. Leave him alone. But yeah, the predictions we did it a little bit already. But just in short. Oh well,
Just in
let's talk
short.
about Mercedes maybe first. That car looked unstable the first 2 days, with quite some weird spins of Hamilton.
Yeah,
But the last day it looked quite stable. And
it looked quite stable, and they did not use everything. They didn't. Oh, they did go on the C5. They were not as fast as we would expect from Mercedes in a test.
But that car is full of fuel. That car weighs
Yeah.
a ton. You know that probably still has, I don't know, some bricks in the back. Yeah,
A fucking door.
Gota's door is in the back.
Put his doors in the back. We're
Talking
in the
about
back.
Gota's door, guys, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also follow our Instagram account.
Quality memes. Quality
With
memes.
full of quality memes. You probably got to the podcast via the Instagram account, but if not, follow our Instagram. It will be in the description of the video, and it's called Guenthers Door. So
Guenthers
far,
underscore door.
action. Very good, very good. Predictions.
All right. Should we just name the list we've made? I don't know where my phone is, to be honest, but we made a list, whereas we placed the teams in order. So
Yeah, that might be quite long and quite boring. So maybe just a few things that will stand out. I think.
yeah,
I'll be starting, and I'm gonna make a bold guess. And Red Bull is gonna be the world champion in the constructors, and Max Verstappen is gonna be the world champion of the drivers. Of course, I'm a Dutchie, and I will be saying that every year. But especially now, the Red Bull looked quite good out of winter testing. The Mercedes didn't. So yeah, just a bold prediction, and probably I will be crying in a corner after the first race of the season, where Mercedes will just take a dominant win.
yeah. Okay, let me take on that the same point, because I said a little bit different. I said that Red Bull wouldn't become the constructor champion. it's going to be a very tight battle to the end. I said that already. And I think Paris is going to have a hard time adjusting being in a top team for the first time in the first year. And that's eventually going to cost Red Bull the championship by a little bit. But Max will be very good all year long. He will take the world championship in the drivers. But the constructors is going to be Mercedes again. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bottas. You saw already some cracks at last season, and I don't think he's gonna perform. I think he's gonna make some silly mistakes, put it in the wall here or there. And yeah, Paris will be there, and I think Paris will finish third, with Hamilton finishing second, 10 points behind Max Verstappen. So write that down.
Is it going to be a championship battle in the last race?
Max Verstappen is going to take the championship in the last race with a 10-point difference. That's what I'm going to say.
Hope we don't hear something like, "Is that Gasly?" That you know, yeah. Is that Gasly? Oh,
is that Gasly?
Yeah,
Go slowly. Yeah, let's not hope that. Let's not jinx it, please. Just don't.
No, okay, I'll shut up. You have to even afkloppen.
Even afkloppen, really good. Why you're talking Dutch?
Yes.
Just knock on the table twice, and it all will be good. Just knock it off. But yeah, so Red Bull first, Mercedes second is my guess. Who do you have on number 3?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, I think, to say, because for me, I said already that will be McLaren, but for you said it would be a very tight battle. So
yeah, I say a very tight battle between Alpine and McLaren. And I'm doubting my own prediction now, because last week I wrote down Alpine will be third, but now I'm guessing McLaren will be third. But it's gonna be so damn close between those two, and that's also gonna go down to the wire, just like last year. So also P3 in a championship was between 3 teams to the last race.
Let's hope so. I want to have another Abu Dhabi final race where everything can still happen.
Yeah, the midfield battle will be great. So that's my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have it the other way around. So.
Yeah, I would say McLaren, then Alpine, then probably Aston Martin. I think AlphaTauri will finish in front of Ferrari, and Ferrari will not be good this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote my predictions as I said last week, and I see here that I put Aston Martin in 5, Ferrari in 6, and AlphaTauri in 7. That might be because Yuki, he's quite damn fast, but I think he's gonna make some mistakes where he's gonna lose some valuable points for the team, and that's why I think that AlphaTauri will be 7th instead of a 6th or a 5th. The car looks fast, and I do think that they're gonna get some good points in the back, but just the consistency of Yuki the rookie, I don't think it's gonna be there. I think it's gonna be in the second season that he's gonna get consistent. So yeah, I don't know.
I think he's gonna be consistent. He's been consistent, always been consistent in the F2 series. He had to start out a little bit. I think he needed 5 races, and then he was very consistent. He was getting better and better. I have him in my fantasy team. I want him to perform.
The point is, you ain't gonna get five races in Formula One to get consistent. You gotta be consistent from the first race.
Yeah, but
that's the point. I think he's gonna be consistent at the end of the season, and he's gonna be a good driver then, because you already see that in F2, that he's good at saving his tires and still maintaining a good pace. The same thing goes with Verstappen. So they really have an eye for talent at Red Bull. But yeah, I don't know. I do think he's gonna fuck it up at the first few races, and that's gonna cost AlphaTauri some valuable points.
Yeah, but that's actually interesting to talk about, because we have 3 rookies in Tsunoda and Mazepin and Schumacher, and I don't think we should talk about Mazepin. He will be there, but let's just ignore him because he's not really interesting. Tsunoda, he will be, yeah, 20th in the championship all the way. I'm totally in.
Latifi
Even
will score
behind
1 point.
Latifi.
He will.
No,
Latifi will score
no,
1 point on a
no,
lucky occasion. Yeah, he will.
no, no,
And
no.
Mazepin will score 0 in a race ban.
That race ban, I agree. That 0, I agree. But 1 point for Latifi is ridiculous. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but just a crazy race like Germany 2019, where a lot of rain, a lot of spins, a lot of crashes, and he just will be there. Suddenly, Latifi in the points. I do think it can happen.
Okay. I just want to make one more last prediction. You can make one more, I can make one more. And my last prediction is, and it has to do with Haas. Haas will score a point, and it will be Schumacher. He will score his first of 1 point in his shitbox. It will be P10. And should I say a race? Make it a little. No, I'm not gonna say a race. That would be very hard to predict.
Yeah, I'm still gonna say that Williams is gonna be lost, and Haas will be 9th. I don't know how, but Schumacher will get some lucky occasions, and the Haas will maybe sometimes be just a bit faster than Williams, just like last year, and just on a lucky occasion. That having said, I think Latifi is gonna score only 1 point. Russell is gonna score a few because he is a great qualifier. But I do think that Schumacher will get some points for in the back for Haas, and it will just be enough to take P9 in the championship. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Regarding those two teams.
All right.
And I just one more bold prediction, please.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you that one.
To the listeners. Giovinazzi is going to be faster than Raikkonen.
Bullshit.
No. Giovinazzi is underrated in my opinion. He's quite fast. He just makes some stupid mistakes where we do be thinking.
Mistakes?
Mistakes.
Is he promise?
Just with a knife. Yeah, alright. But he has some stupid mistakes like at Spa. But overall, I do think he has some pace in him, and I think Raikkonen is just gonna get an old man and just isn't gonna be there.
No.
Raikkonen is still value to the team because he has experience and knows how to set up a car. But the raw pace, I think he has lost that.
All right. Then we differ in this prediction. I think Raikkonen will be in front of Giovinazzi, and it's not bad that we differ because then it will be fun for the end of the season. What we're saying right now will be recorded, so we can watch it back.
Yeah. Who's got the most predictions of these right will get a crate of beer or a bottle of vodka or whatever. But
I agree.
Yeah, that's.
Suka, vodka.
Suka. But yeah, that about the predictions.
Maybe talk about Drive to Survive shortly, and then say what we are planning on with the podcast, and then just end it because we've been talking for a long time.
Yeah, I just want to start with a mini rant on Drive to Survive. I've watched the whole series in one day. I'm
okay,
not gonna spoil anything. So no spoiler alerts. I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I just want to say that the usage of sound effects and board radios and just bits of film, for example, just in 10 seconds film from the same session, they show Christian Horner in 10 seconds, and in that time he has 3 different masks on, so that shows that they're taking completely different images from completely different races to show things that aren't there. Also, they used board radios at winter testing. They used the Scenario 7 board radio at winter testing for Lando, which was of course at Austria. So also the engine sounds are just they were downshifting on the damn straight. Come on, man, please.
True. And I have one third one. At the Austrian Grand Prix, they had a little bit about Albon and his qualifying. That was very intensive. And then you saw the head mechanic of Max, and you saw him react on what happened to Albon. And you saw on a little screen in the pit box of Red Bull, Max slowing down, and that was the image of him being out of the race. So something that happened in the race was used for Albon's qualifying. So that was also really weird.
Yeah, I do agree. And there are just a few of those things. Well, I'd say it's a lot because it's starting to annoy me. It was there in the previous seasons, but it's gotten really worse right now. And I do hope they will fix that for Drive to Survive Season 4, which is confirmed, by the way. But yeah,
Yeah.
I do hope that they're gonna make it more realistic, and I understand that they want to make it exciting for the people, but just don't tell lies because they put Albon in a really bad light.
Yeah, and you want to show a good image of F1, just show the real image because it is awesome, and then show it in a good way. Another thing, just real quick, I think they should make a F1 history series, some kind of thing where they just make it a history thing, get a year out of it, make like one episode, and get the people who are just getting into F1 some history.
You know what would be a great series? Just one episode of each decade. So you made one episode
Yeah,
about an hour and showing an entire decade in it. It will be fast, it will be short, it will be, but still be comprehensive.
just give the new people some context.
Yeah, like if we talk about Schumacher, some people don't know who we mean. And same goes for Senna or Fangio or Ratzenberger, for instance. You know, those were great drivers, but most of the people don't know who we mean, especially people in the Netherlands, because they're only watching for Max Verstappen, and not for the history of the sport like we do. So yeah, for instance, I've been watching Formula One since 2005. Well, Verstappen wasn't at all back then that he could drive a F1 car. But yeah, like I know quite a lot about the history, but a lot of people watching F1 right now don't. And I do think that is something we need to work on because we gotta learn to know the legends of F1. And I do think F1 TV is doing a great job with that, with the series they have, the documentaries. But yeah, not everyone is having F1 TV, and surely not the new fans. So yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
they should maybe make it available for like the TV companies who send F1,
The broadcasting rights.
who are broadcasting. I couldn't find the word. Who broadcast F1.
Please not correct my English anymore because you're.
I mean, we've been talking for a long time, and I'm pretty tired, to be honest. So make an end to this.
I smell bullshit.
No. I smell your farts, bitch.
All right, I smell your mom right here. But
Fuck you, mate.
All right.
Fuck you.
Just one more thing because I see we're already recording for 50 minutes, so it's going to be a long episode. Yeah, this is the podcast back again, and our goal is to make a podcast after every race, after every race weekend. We don't know how it will go with double headers, but we'll see later. We don't gonna make a proper upload date or day because most of the time I'm just lazy and don't want to edit the video or the podcast, or we just don't have the right inspiration.
And sometimes we have to pretend we're doing something for school, but we just don't. But we have to pretend, so we don't have time.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, there will be a podcast about a race weekend, but we won't say when it will upload. We'll say it when it's uploaded on our Instagram and whatever. But but yeah, don't expect a special date, a special time that we're gonna upload. We're just gonna get it on YouTube, and yeah, listen it then. Yeah,
Just turn it on while you play a game or something. We have very smooth voices. No, we don't. But come on, it's just a little fun when you're doing something.
We're busy taking it to Spotify, but that's quite a bad thing to do. We've been looking into it, but it's quite a lot of work. So that might be coming later when we get that under the knee, as we say in the Netherlands. Just a little bit of Louis.
It's just another cook, you know.
Yes, indeed. So, but yeah, that's it for now. It will be online on YouTube, and Spotify will be coming anytime. But yeah, when we have time for it, we'll be looking into it furthermore. Anything to say from you?
Did we reach an hour?
No, we didn't. We did reach 50 minutes. It's 50 minutes 30.
50 minutes. All right. That's all good. It was fun doing this again.
I have a dry mouth, so I'm gonna take a beer.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna sleep.
I'm gonna edit this video full of pain right now. Don't expect me to make another podcast edit like last time, because that was a hell of a lot of work. So when I have something interesting to show, I'll show a picture, but I'm not gonna edit a picture for every subject we're talking about. So yeah, that will be it, because otherwise it will take too much time and my laptop is gonna explode if I do it, because I still have a shitbox of a laptop. Yeah, you could call my laptop a Ferrari if you want.
Yeah.
Do you want to end it?
Nah, I'll let you do it. I'm just gonna sleep while you do it.
Alrighty, guys, thank you for listening to our Guenthers podcast. We'll see you probably next week after the race weekend of the first race of the season. We're hoping for fireworks. They will be there after the race, for sure. But we're hoping that there will be fireworks during the race. Please like and subscribe the video. Comment what we could do better next time. Maybe
a lot,
but maybe record the podcast a bit earlier because it's quite late now.
Yeah.
And yeah, follow us on Instagram. Send us a DM if you want to say anything. Most of the time we'll be reacting to you, or you just either should be sending some stupid shit.
Yes. Yeah. And you can say you were there at the beginning of Guenthers' door.
Mark my words, will be big. But guys, goodbye. Thank you for listening. And
go Fox, smash your door. Goodbye, Van Goghs.
What was that?
Kevin just fucking smashed the door. That's not acceptable.
Fucking hell. He's not fucking doing that to me, you know? He does not fuck smash my door. Tell him that. If he doesn't want to come back, he better tell me now.
Is he just done that now?
Yeah. He smashed my fucking office door.
Where is he?
I don't know where he is, but he can fuck.